Hello, how are you? House of Magic here. I've put the daily teachings with the secret on the table because I've started doing those and they're really thought-provoking. The first one is to find 100 things that you're grateful for. And it's really hard finding 100 things I was grateful for until I started really thinking, and then it became easy. There were 100 things I was grateful for. Have a look at the secret if you get a chance. House of Magic here, as I've said, because I call myself that because I believe in the power of our higher selves. We can transform our own lives, our own way of thinking, by being very conscious of what our gut is telling us and what our spirit guides are telling us. Some of us are able to connect with our spirit guides and some people are not. Here are my crystals. I used to have them in a big silver bowl, but I've put them in my little pink candle holder right now. And it's a very, very busy time in the skies. I waited for this full moon to pass. It occurred last night. And the energy has been swirling. There's just so much going on and so much pushing us one way and another way and making us think. Let's look at these cards and see what comes up for us. So how are you doing with the energy swirling all around us? Full moon in Aquarius last night, and of course Aquarius is the planet of detachment in a way. So you're going to feel a bit detached, I think. But a lot of people are ill at the moment. I mean, properly ill. And hopefully that's going to pass very soon. Also, people are having problems relationship-wise, financial-wise. Number of things happening. We've had Mercury retrograde end on the 23rd of July, but you're safe from the 29th. You can buy electrical goods and you can sign contracts and go on first dates, etc., etc. Now Saturn is retrograde now from the 26th of July until December. So let's see which card comes up first. The Temple Path. So we're all healing. When we're going up the Temple's path steps, we are healing, but we're going to a better place. Once we get to the temple, we can breathe. We can breathe a sigh of relief. And it's obvious the whole world is not going to get better. Some people have got serious illnesses, but some people have got illnesses that are stress related. A lot of them have been related to their stressful lives, stressful situations, stressful relationships. And I think as you walk up that temple path, you are going to heal. People with serious illnesses can talk to their body and push their body to work beyond modern medicine, which of course is important, but to work with their archangel, their spirit guide, and to work with those wonderful surgeons that are in spirit. So, you know, it's all a matter of believing. I was watching a YouTube today, a little girl just had serious surgery and she was under sedation and coming round, and she believed in that time. She'd hugged Jesus. Jesus had come to her and hugged her, and she was absolutely convinced that that had happened with Jesus, and he gave her various messages, and I was really touched. And I think one thing that I'd like to say, I am quite religious. I'm a Roman Catholic. I respect all religions. One thing I'd like to say is that as this eclipse season is now almost upon us, some people will say it is upon us, but I think August the 12th is going to see a massive feeling of that lunar eclipse. It's not good to manifest at that time, but it's good to connect with the divine, whoever your divine is, For me, it's Jesus or God. It could be Allah, it could be whoever you relate to. Now, we've got the goddess of the moon, so the moon's not shutting up. This full moon in Aquarius is super powerful. And, you know, together with Saturn going retrograde, I think there are going to be a lot of karmic lessons coming through in this intense and prolific period that we're living in. And it's probably the most intense period of our lifetime right now, and of many people's lifetimes. The energy is realigning the divine masculine in us, so we're going to feel more determined, more pushy towards projects being fulfilled and to having the right people join us on them. When the divine feminine is dominating, then we're a little bit kinder, and we just want to give people a chance, and we want to talk things through. There's no time for that right now. Let me move them with the twos so I'm sure you can see everything. Put my cat's crystals there. So the temple path, and we've got the third chakra being worked on by Archangel Camiel. And I've said the goddess of the moon, she's working really hard for us. And I was reading about the moon goddess last night, and as this Aquarius full moon rose, it was the perfect moment to align with the Egyptian goddess Isis, and she is the ultimate symbol of healing and transformation. So she is going to help you go up that temple path. As I said, the divine masculine in us is becoming really thoughtful, really understanding of what we need, and there's no messing about. It's going to go straight to where we are meant to go. And we've got Archangel Michael coming in here, who's an incredible archangel, and he's working on the first chakra. Your chakras are so important, and I'll do another chakra reading soon. I did do one a few years ago, and they are down the list if you want to listen to one of those. But this is telling us that the thinking man is really working on direction, on influencing things, on moving things forward in a determined, solid way, but it's still got a kind touch to it, you know. He's holding a heart, and you know, that is going to create a lot of love within us at this time that Saturn's retrograde, because when Saturn's retrograde, it works a lot more on people's understanding of their boundaries and what mistakes they've made, and also on people that have done bad coming good or having to pay the price for having been bad. So the fact that we've got this man holding a heart means that this period is not going to be as horrific or as hard as it could be. It's going to still be quite gentle, and it's just saying breathe and trust the process. You're in exactly the right place, exactly where you're meant to be. And this is like the calm before the storm with the eclipses. It's like take stock of where you are and go through with your divine masculine pushing you forwards. But there's room for love, and there's lots of room for love. This full moon is giving us the chance to breathe again, to feel a recovery in areas where we are weak physically, and also to sort of cruise along lightly without too much pressure, because the divine masculine is taking care of the responsibility angle and the problems. So you yourself can feel that divine masculine taking control, and you can look at the lighter, finer things in life. So here we have a time of anchoring ourselves, I think, and holding our power, not giving it away. And that, I think, is showing us that abundance is coming in the area you want it in the most. So if you want abundance in love, it's going to come in love. If you want it in money, it's going to come in money. It's virtually like give a command and there's going to be a response. And if you're going through a very tumultuous emotional time, and I've had a few messages from people who are my followers who aren't around at the moment because they are going through this emotional time, try center yourself. Try to get centered. By the winter, things are going to look very different. I know we're in the heat of the summer months at the moment, but things are going to look very different. This moon is known as the thunder moon, and that's mainly because of the Native American tribes, because there's a lot of thunder and lightning and dramatic things happening in the sky. And so I would say it's the single most important lunation of the summer, because it's the last one before eclipse season in August. And it's the last time we can really manifest. A lot of people don't agree with this. They carry on manifesting during the eclipse season, but I don't. I pray to the divine and I connect with my Jesus and God at that time, because you're not meant to manifest in eclipse season. So do your wishes, put on your window tonight. The full moon's still fully bright and beautiful. We've had a lot of really extreme astrology occur in the last few weeks, and this moon is a bit of a turning point. But I think it's saying you are meant to be where you are right now, but change is coming. That's why we're going up the temple steps. Change is coming. It could be fully here by winter, but I don't think you have to wait that long. Let's see what it says here. Flower power. Spend time with flowers and increase your personal healing power. Flowers are very, very healing. If you have a garden, sit there, watch the bees. Love the flowers. They show you how important they are. And also, this is a time for admitting your true feelings to yourself, either about someone or something. You know your true feelings towards certain people. If you don't like them, don't see them. If you like them, see them. For some of you, there's going to be a new home coming up. So look forward to that. That is something on the cards. The universe is full of magical change at this time. And the more real you get, I think, the more unreal the world gets. Stay in your magic. There are still good people around. And we have that lion's portal going on. Last year I spent a lot of time doing readings for that. This year it's occurred from July the 26th to August the 12th. And this alignment involves the earth, the sun, the star, and Sirius, that beautiful star. And of course the Orion constellation. And of course, we're in Leo season, and Leo season is a wonderful season. It's totally all about brightness, showing your best side, throwing yourself forwards, your higher wisdom showing through, you getting the correct divine guidance for a greater life. And that's why I'm saying the magic is really here to change things for us. And just stay real, however unreal the world becomes and people become in it. This cosmic shift that's been occurring is probably the biggest in our lifetime, and it's dividing people into two. We've got one type of person, another type of person, and you know which category you're in, but there is such a massive divide now between people. These are completely incomparable times to other times. And I think this full moon in Aquarius that's just occurred a few hours ago intensifies and magnifies our consciousness. And it just tells us that we just have to go through with our truth. We have to understand what we believe in and admit that to ourselves and show the world that's what we're gonna, that's the way we're thinking, and that's the way we're gonna be. And I think Saturn going retrograde, I've talked about this a few moments ago, just shows that I just really truly believe anyone who did you dirty had better watch out, because, and they'd better buckle up, because Saturn is going to handle that situation. And if you've wanted something for a long time, the possibility of getting it is very real right now. Your main wish will be granted. It's also saying that your body can become stronger through exercise. We're talking about that physical healing, aren't we? Going up the temple steps. But we have to help ourselves by exercising and eating the correct foods. Let's take a few more of these. Get some more messages our way. Here we've got express your individuality, allow your true self to shine because you're awesome, and believe, show your beliefs. Don't be scared, don't pussyfoot around because other people believe differently to you. There's a new career on the horizon for someone, there's a new home for someone, as I said, and there's a new career coming through for someone. If that's been your greatest wish, it's very likely to happen. It's also saying do eat more vegetables and fruit. Take care of your diet, as it said, exercise there. These messages are really important because a lot of us are connecting with nature at the moment, and we feel rejuvenated and inspired, and we're spending time outdoors. I certainly am, and I think it makes a difference to our psychological way of thinking. And it's really good to be outdoors and to listen to the birds and to feel that connection with the bees and the butterflies. And my garden is just an animal sanctuary. It really is. It's just like a little forest, and it's so beautiful. I wish I could have you all there because it is so beautiful. Ooh, they came flying right out at me. Let's see what they say. Okay. Now, these might have different messages for different people. Someone listening to this reading has been the victim of gossip at some point in their life. And an old dragon has been doing that, spreading gossip about you. And they're not very nice. They're one of the people that Saturn is going to be visiting. also very vain. They were very vain, believed they were just amazing. Well, you're going to show them through your growth how amazing you are going to be. And it's like sometimes you think God is doing nothing for you or the universe, but he's planted this little seed. And you know what happens when a little seed gets planted. That's you. It grows into something beautiful. And you are growing right now. And you're going to feel the joy of your situation very soon. There's going to be a lot of joy in your heart because of that. And a lot of passion in your life. So that love, I really believe, is coming through. And it's going to be a very destined sort of love. It's going to be destined. You're going to meet someone because you were meant to meet them. They were meant to be in your life. And yeah, it's just looking very, very good. I'm not going to make this a very long reading. I'm going to do my moon cards now, my moonology cards, because of the full moon. And I want to just talk to you about the lunar nodes while I'm doing this. They're quietly shaping astrology at the moment in the sky. There are 2 points where the moon path crosses the sun, and they matter for a reason. Eclipses only happen near these lunar nodes, and the eclipses are coming very soon. And when the lunar nodes appear, old chapters are ending and new chapters are beginning. And on July the 26th, the nodes changed signs. The north node moved into Aquarius and the south node moved into Leo. And they will stay in that axis until March of 28. So the changes are going to be happening and they're going to be joyous, but there are going to be adjustments required. So for example, if you're moving into a new home, it might be bigger than before, it might be miles away. There will be adjustments. If you're getting a new job, you might have to wear a uniform, or you might have to take an oath. You will have to adjust to this new life that you're being put into. Now, these nodes moving into Aquarius and Leo hasn't happened since December 2007. That's roughly 18 years ago. So if you want to know what the nodes are thinking and possibly influencing you, think back to 2007 and how much you have changed since then, because the influence of all this on you, you're now a changed person, and you're going to be taking everything to a totally different level with this new opportunity. And the north node marks the direction you are growing in towards and the unfamiliar things that stretch before you, while the south node marks what is comfortable and already known for you, and the pattern you lean on as a little too hard is going to relieve that pressure for you. So adjustments are required, changes are coming in. There's a lot of building towards something bigger than yourself happening here, bigger than you have wished for, and you're going to be just really sort of dumbstruck. And that south node in Leo is about you feeling safe and applauding yourself for not needing other people to do things for you. You've been completely independent and made it all yourself. When we get to that total solar eclipse, which falls in Leo on August the 12th, you will see a win-win outcome is forecast. Yes. And you will surrender to the divine in the eclipse seasons, because you won't be able to manifest as easily as you have at other times. you surrender to the divine and surrender all your wishes to the divine, because the divine is going to be the one that gives you what you need. Now, some of you are going through a tumultuous time, and there are two messages here for that person, and you only yourself will know what these mean. That nothing will come of this situation, so you might be frightened, or you might be in a situation that's just a fantasy, and nothing is yet set in stone, but it will be. It really will be. So there's something in this reading that's attracting me to someone that is going through a very difficult time and not knowing what's around the corner. I just think you really have to surrender to the divine and trust in them and not worry so much, because nothing's yet set in stone. And if something awful is occurring at the moment, nothing's going to come of that. You're going to be in a completely different place very, very soon. I'm going to leave you there. And I've been very slow on readings this year, as I've explained in my past readings. We've had 2 serious bereavements, and we've got 2 people that are really ill in our family. So it's been a very, very, very tough time for us. And life has looked very different to what it looked like in 25. But I'm a great believer in things, the universe taking care of you. Loss is inevitable. People come, people go, people die, people are born, and life is just a moving wheel. And you just have to take life as it comes. My little mama used to say, who's very sick at the moment, always take life as it comes. And that's my message to you. Take life as it comes, because the universe has got a fantastic plan for you, and you will see what that is. And when you look back on that, you'll think, what was I worrying about? So High Self Magic here. Please like, share, subscribe. I'm going to be back very soon with an August reading and more on Leo season. I wanted to give you more on Leo season today, but I've decided to stop at this point, because I think enough has been said regarding the activities occurring in the sky, and it could get too confusing. So Leo season is coming up very soon, as is August. You take care, and I'm sending you absolutely lots of love, and namaste to you.